It's okay to be weak. Men are not meant to be dominant. Men are meant to be submissive.
When you do that and there's like muscles there, nobody cares about that.
If you work out strictly for appearance-based reasons, you are fat phobic.
Ronnie Coleman once said, if you can pick it up, it's lightweight, baby.
Alright, this is my third time filming this video, so I really hope I can tell this story right this time. I know that whole reject modernity and embrace masculinity or discipline thing is kind of cringy, but there's a lot of truth to it. We live in a society that is so easy to just be lazy in. There's no demand for you to learn how to go fish. There's no war for you to go fight. You just have to go to the damn grocery store to get food. And because we live in this type of environment and there's really no masculine figures to look up to or to aspire to be like, this can kind of cause men to lose themselves. And that's why I did Nofap and semen retention for 60 days, to take away the comfort the common day gives to me and discipline myself. Now, a little backstory about Nofap in my life. I actually discovered this 2 years ago when I became friends with this one MMA fighter. He got me into lifting. I was like 110 pounds at the time. I never did much of any physical anything in my life. Like, I grew up never playing sports. I was just that weak kid. And he was on Nofap at the time, and he told me to try it, and I tried it, and I ended up going 8 months on Nofap and semen retention. And during that period of my life, I truly excelled. Like, my whole life changed. People were thinking I was on steroids because of how much I was changing. I actually had male aggressiveness. I was getting big in the gym. I actually had confidence now. And after those 8 months, I kind of fell off of it. I was on and off until recently I decided to make the choice to get back on it. And the whole reason I'm back on Nofap and semen retention is because I went through a breakup, and that breakup left me feeling angry, like any guy would feel after a breakup. But I wanted to turn this anger into something. I wanted to create something out of it. I wanted to turn it into discipline and into dedication towards something. And so about 2 months ago, I did some reflecting. I was doing some journaling, and I was really thinking about my life. And I realized that I'm a person with a lot of potential, and I'm a person who wants to accomplish a lot of things, but I had a lot of downhill habits. Now, I've been on self-improvement for about 2 years and really focused in on it about a year ago, but I was kind of losing those good habits and that good mindset once I started to kind of fall off this Nofap and semen retention grind. And that's why I made the decision to get back on it. Like I said, the breakup left me feeling angry, and part of me was just thinking about having a rebound, the same week. I had options to literally have rebounds within days of the breakup, but I just didn't do it because I knew that deep down I wasn't the person I wanted to be, because I saw that I wasn't attracting the people I wanted to attract. I thought the woman I was dating was a high quality, high value woman, but it turns out she wasn't. And what I realized from my deep journaling and reflection was that I'm not a high value man. I'm not a high quality man quite yet, and that's the reason I attracted her. And so I really asked myself, I said, if you want these things in life, then you have to discipline yourself and work towards it. For example, I'm doing my first competition in July in about 4 months, my first bodybuilding show. And I want to focus in all of my energy and all of my potential into this show to do my best. I can't do that if I have self-sabotaging habits, if I'm beating my meat every single night, if I'm going out with a new woman every single week. And it also came down to thinking about my future. The more people you sleep with, the less ability you have to truly connect with somebody. And down the road, when I want to have a family, if I just slept with a lot of people my whole life, I'm going to attract somebody who slept with a lot of people their whole life, because like attracts like. And I don't want that type of person to be the mother of my kids. So I made the conscious decision to not rebound, to stay away from girls, and it's been 2 months and it's been great. Now, I did have a little fuck up about a week ago. I did fail Nofap 8 weeks in, but I learned from it. And I'm going to share everything I've learned, how I mentally made it 2 months, and how you can do it, what you're going to experience. all of that good stuff. So yeah, let's get into it. So I'm guessing you want to get Nofap because you've heard of the benefits, you know, increased productivity, increased confidence. Your eyes, like my eyes, actually get bluer when I'm on it. You get stronger in the gym. All of these amazing things, which are completely true, and I know this from personal experience. And that is all because this is a mental growth challenge. The real benefit comes from being able to control yourself and do what you say. I've noticed the main reason in my life that I'm not able to become successful in something I want to do or accomplish a goal is because I don't deep down trust myself. The reason I don't trust myself is because I don't do what I say I am going to do. For example, I struggled with making it past the first week of Nofap for so long, even when I told myself like I'm gonna do it, but I never did it. And this caused me to lose trust with myself. I was in a constant self-sabotage state. And when you're in this constant state, you don't trust yourself, bro. And when you don't trust yourself, people don't trust you. And this not trusting yourself manifests in so many ways in your life, and it just decreases your overall around sexual market value. If you're really looking, you know, to increase your sexual market value in the dating world. So like in order to increase your value, just like in any world, sexual market dating world, or just like building connections with people you truly want to be around, you know, like higher quality people, you need to start building more better uphill habits, which simply means just stop doing the self-sabotaging things. And I think that is the biggest benefit you are going to experience from Nofap, bro. So the first week, it's going to be super hard. You're going to have withdrawal symptoms. You're most likely, you might fail a couple times, but if you just keep going at it and make it past that first week, the rest of it is mostly going to be smooth sailing. Once you get into week 2 and week 3, you're going to really experience the benefits of it. You're going to be more confident. You're going to have more energy. Your testosterone levels are actually going to spike a little bit. Your eyes are going to get more vivid, at least in my personal experience. You're going to be able to look people in the eyes better. You're going to stand up with your chest out. You might get a little cocky too. And after that, week 4, week 5, you might hit a little bit of a flat line, kind of the increase in all these things kind of start flatlining. And this is the second most common time people relapse because they're like, okay, I don't see the benefits. So they kind of lose that momentum they have going in life, and those lower desires come back in. This is when you truly will build discipline. Discipline is when your highest desire outweighs a lower desire. So your desire to accomplish this goal outweighs your desire to fap. And so you are going to build the mental fortitude you are looking for and the person you're looking to become in these periods of flat lines and in these periods of when it's hard, because it's kind of like a wavelength. This sometimes you're going to be like experience really highs, and sometimes you're going to experience like really lows, and sometimes you might fail it and you might really fall down and feel really low, and once again you're going to get back up and go up and down and up and down and up and down, kind of like that. But the key to all of this is getting outside of your comfort zone. You might have been very comfortable like your whole life just wanking it weekly. Once you stop that and you start actually struggling with something in your life and you're facing the struggle head on, this addiction you have head on, is when you are going to grow from it. Same goes with semen retention. The difference is Nofap is you don't masturbate. Semen retention is when you stop, just you don't bust at all. You don't have sexual intercourse. And this is something that I don't think has really been talked about. I think the whole Nofap thing is kind of becoming like a norm, but actual semen retention, actual celibacy, I think is something I want to talk more about and other people need to know more about. I think society has made it so cool to catch bodies. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, bro, I got this many bodies. Yo, bro, I fucked this many girls this week. You get what I'm saying. And I've kind of gone down that path, and it's not the best path. It's really not as gratifying or fulfilling as you might think it is. What will be truly gratifying and fulfilling is waiting your best, raising your standards, raising your expectations for your partners. Because when I was reflecting on the relationship, I realized, okay, this is definitely not the person I want to have my kids with, like the mother of my child. And like I said, I'm a true believer that like attracts like. And when I realized that, I said, okay, then I am not the person I need to be yet. So I need to work harder. I need to have more uphill habits. I need to stop doing certain things. And then I heard this fact. Every partner your partner has slept with increases their chances of cheating by 10%, and their chances of divorcing you by 4% or something like that. I saw it on a Hamza video, and when I heard that, it blew my mind away, and it changed my whole idea about just sleeping with whoever, or just having, friends with benefits, sex with no attachment. So I sat down with myself and I was like, okay, I think it's time to stay on Nofap, of course, but I think it's also time to just fully stay celibate, fully on semen retention, because I have a big goal in my life. I want to accomplish something. I want to use I want to unlock my potential in life. I'm sure all of you do too. And so you have these goals. You have this vision for your life. You know you have potential, but it just seems like you're not truly tapping into it. You're not truly unlocking it all. And I realize it's because I don't have focus. The thing is, you get momentum rolling throughout the week and maybe throughout the month, but then either you fap or you go out with a girl and stuff happens and you kind of lose all of that momentum. In my head, okay, let's say this, I'm staying celibate for at least 6 months, on Nofap for at least 6 months. I get this ball rolling for 6 months. Just imagine how much momentum I have and how much focus I have on my goal. A woman fapping has not crossed my mind. It hasn't taken more than 5% of my mental energy in 6 months. Imagine how much I'm going to accomplish. And because I have accomplished so much, imagine the person I'm going to attract in 6 months. And so the whole reason I want to push this idea and I want you to try out this idea is because if you constantly just go for these low level things, just fapping, or these just hooking up with these girls, or not trying to really elevate yourself to a higher level in the world, then you're always going to stay down here. Yeah, it's going to take discipline. It's going to be hard. It might be boring at times to elevate yourself up here, but it's going to be worth it in the end. And so the past 2 months, I have put all of my focus, all of my energy into what I want to do in my personal development, and these have been some of the best past 2 months of my life ever since that 8 month of Nofap and celibacy. I've just been so determined and focused on my goals until I kind of had that one fuck up. And the reason that was, I had so much energy inside of me, because being on Nofap, being celibate, you will just have a lot more energy in a type of way, not any certain energy, but you're just gonna have a lot more energy. And that energy was kind of bad energy at the time. I was getting very stressed out and down about myself, and I didn't know how to control this energy. And because I didn't know how to control this energy or move this energy, the only way that I thought I could get it out was to bust someone out. And it definitely did help. I have felt better, but I now am regaining the energy. I'm restarting. And so this is good advice for later in the journey. Usually around week 8, maybe the 12, you're going to have a lot of this just energy inside of you. But if you don't know how to control it, it might take you over. So it's important to really develop yourself. Maybe try certain yogas. That's my next plan when I get there again, is to maybe journal more, maybe meditate more, maybe try a certain yoga to move this energy around. And the thing is, bro, you really don't need experience when it comes to having sex, bro. I always told myself that I'm just trying to get experience with different women and etc., etc., but in the end, you don't need it. Down the road, you can learn with that one person you attracted, that one amazing person you attracted that you feel comfortable having your kids with. You can learn with them. You don't need to know every trick in the book, because if they don't have much experience, then what do they have to compare it to? Think about this. Why do you think some of the girls you've been with are so good at giving head? Because some other guy taught them. They learned on some other guy. Think about that. Now the woman you're with the rest of your life is good at giving head because a bunch of other guys taught her how to do it. It's kind of disgusting, sorry, but it's true. So not only will Nofap benefits totally change your life, bro, you're gonna have so much confidence. You're gonna regain that male aggressiveness. You're gonna become more determined and so focused on your goals and feel actually capable of making major change in your life and eventually other people's lives. That's what really brings the confidence. But other than that, the semen retention too, the staying celibate, not just hooking up with random girls, bro, really trying to develop yourself and build something of your life and then trying to find the right one, that is the whole point of all of this, is to take all of that energy, all of that sexual energy, And instead of just throwing it away, you know, busting it in the trash can, putting it on some random girl's belly, like basically transmuting it to something else in your life, using it to build something, to stay focused, to just become a man of value. Because people are going to smell this on you. They're going to see it on you. They're going to see how much personal development you have put and how much discipline you have. And they're going to want to be around you. They're going to want to do business with you. They're going to want to talk to you. Again, this all comes back to discipline. Having a good why. Why are you doing this? The reason most people fail is because they have no personal accountability. That's why I talk about it online. Because now I have personal accountability. Okay, you need to have a high desire that outweighs the lower desire. You need to have big goals. You need the journal. You guys are sitting on top of my journal right now that I journal in every morning about my goals, what I am doing with my day, setting my intention for the day. Okay, the reason you're going to relapse is because you have no intention, you have no direction in life for the most part. So, make sure you have direction, make sure you have goals, make sure you know where you are going. Because it's super easy to get lost in this, like I said, very easy, very lazy world, okay? You don't really have to do much. But that just makes it ever so much more easy to become a high value person. If you simply just become 1% better every day, if you simply just have these uphill habits and get rid of these downhill habits, dude, you instantly put yourself up here above all men. Like, all these men make it sound cool, sleeping with a bunch of women, going out and partying all the time, blah blah blah. I promise you that's not cool, because in the end they're going to be stuck with the bottom feeders, the bottom of the barrel type woman, because they only had momentum, you know, Monday through Friday. And because they only had momentum Monday through Friday, they never really built much in life. They never really had much personal development. But because you had momentum Monday through literally Sunday for weeks on end, maybe even a year or years on end, you have so much personal development. You have built so much out of your life that you are attracting and being around much higher value people. In my opinion, this is literally the secret to getting whatever you want, is just having complete focus on this one goal, okay? Because in a world of people who cannot focus, if you can focus, you can get whatever. And I want to leave this video off with one thing. How do you expect to get close to God, to build a good relationship and connection with God, if you cannot raise your vibration in life? Okay, because lust, watching porn, just being with random girls, lusting, is down here on the vibrational chart. You need to elevate yourself as much as possible to start getting what you want out of life, to start building that better connection with God. Because, bro, once you have that connection with God, once you have raised your vibration, your life is going to be so abundant with everything. Even if you don't believe in God, bro, you're still going to have such a high vibration that you are going to attract the people and things you want in your life, bro. Okay? That's literally just how it works. So reject the comfort of the world. Reject the degeneracy that is literally eating this generation alive, bro. And embrace your masculinity. Embrace your discipline. Embrace what makes you you, bro. Okay? Because I know deep back in your mind, you know fapping is not good for you. You know that sleeping with these women is really not enjoyable, or really not good for you, or your future. Listen to that voice, bro. You don't have to be cool. Stop following what society tells you is what you're supposed to do, or is what cool. The teenage experience, the college experience. Just focus on your growth, bro. But that's really what being on Nofap and semen retention has done for me the past 2 months. Kind of mad that I failed on the 9th week, a couple days ago. But okay, we're gonna keep going strong, and I hope you guys either start your journey or keep your journey going strong. And I really hope you guys do consider the whole celibacy thing too. If you're like currently just not in a relationship, and maybe you're just going out or constantly on Tinder, or in the future. Because I really noticed that the whole reason my relationships never work out well is just because we both suck. The person I date and me, bro, we just suck. We haven't developed ourselves enough to make it work. Like, people are always asking, like, why is there no love? Why is there no real relationships? And I think it's really just because we're not raising our standards. We have low standards. We have low expectations. And everybody's just kind of a hoe, okay? There's so many more choices. Like, it does something instantly to you when you meet somebody on Tinder or you meet somebody at the club. Their sexual market value instantly goes down. The person you're gonna marry, dude, you need to look at them like up here. for you to truly respect them and truly build a good connection with them. And the same goes for them. They need to look at you like literally up here. So focus on your growth. Stay off Tinder. Stay out of the clubs. You're never going to meet your wife there. I promise you that. Focus in all of your attention on what you want to accomplish in life. If this does well, I'll make some more videos about the whole nofap topic and celibacy. Leave some questions down in the comments for me to make videos about or reply to. Hit my Instagram DMs if you have any questions. All of my links are down in the description. Go ahead and check them out. I hope you enjoyed the video. I love you. Peace out.